2021 has presented foreign investors in China with many, at times unprecedented challenges. Travel restrictions resulting from the pandemic, increased compliance risk due to trade tensions, or disrupted supply chains caused by government-imposed power cuts. Many of these challenges will continue to be of relevance for foreign investors in 2022. In this video, I will explain which challenges foreign investors in China need to be aware of in 2022 and what they can do to mitigate the risks. One of the main challenges for foreign investors and their China businesses will be to comply with the increasing number of laws and regulations resulting from the trade tensions. In 2021 alone, China enacted 2 new sets of rules to counter foreign sanctions against Chinese entities, namely the blocking rules and the anti-foreign sanctions law. Besides, at the end of 2020, China had already enacted the unreliable entity list as a counterpart to the US entity list. Conflicting with either of these rules can have far-reaching consequences for foreign investors and their businesses in China. Management personnel can be expelled from China. Entities can be blacklisted and prohibited from engaging in any kind of business in China. And Chinese trade partners may even claim damages or file lawsuits. Given these significant risks, foreign investors and their Chinese entities may want to establish a compliance and early warning system. That could include training sessions to raise awareness of the applicable rules, as well as guidelines for background checks on new and existing trade partners. Another challenge for foreign investors and their Chinese entities in 2022 will be to navigate through the potential disruptions to their supply chain. While the impact of the pandemic on the production processes in China was rather limited in 2021, government-imposed power cuts heavily affected factories in certain provinces of China towards the end of 2021. In 2022, there is a good chance that power cuts imposed by certain local governments will happen again. While it will be one task to flag these kind of potential disruptions to the supply chain or their own production as early as possible, foreign investors and their Chinese entities may also want to familiarize themselves with the legal consequence of these potential disruptions. That means looking into the contracts with the relevant trade partners. One point that should be noted in this regard is that force majeure may not necessarily provide a relief for the parties on either side of the supply chain. That is because power cuts imposed by local governments may not be regarded as unforeseeable, since they have occurred from time to time for more than a decade now, and they are also enshrined in laws such as the Civil Code or the Electricity Law of China.